we have finished decorating another colorful, eclectic apartment in St. Pete, and I am so stoked to show you this one. We start outside with the cutest patio furniture, pillows from Five Below, and we enter through the deck into the amazing Pastel Penthouse. I think that I'm just going to kind of take you for a tour quickly, and then we'll dive more into the details of why things are the way that they are and why I chose certain pieces or certain styles, and also where you can get them for your place. Let's go. For this apartment, I was going for creamy, dreamy, light, flowy, airy, but fun. We were going for a freaking vibe. You can see we have gone for kind of a mini kitchen. Open floor plan. This apartment is 500 square feet, and it doesn't feel small though. The way that this is set up is so perfect. It's seamless, you just flow right through the space. We did have a walk-in closet that we have turned into a closet pantry. Then we go right through the hallway here into the Paris-inspired bedroom. Art Deco, pastel. Look at how cute this is. I'm just so in love with how this turned out. And I just want to show you real quick that this entire room is themed off of this $20 art piece that I got at Goodwill. Honestly, it was probably less than $20, but I got it a million years ago. Like literally I've had this thing since I graduated college 10 years ago. And I love it, and it's perfect in here. Coming out of the bedroom, back into the main living space, you have your super luxurious giant bathroom in here. Vanity lights, double vanity. Love this tile. It's cute artwork and a really great shower with a fancy shower tower. And I don't think you'll be able to see it in this video, but I splurged on glitter grout. Glitter grout. I splurged on glitter grout. Amazing. Let's talk design. The essentials that we had here was that we needed to turn this empty space into an apartment that accommodated comfortably 4 people is the goal here. So we had to think about, how do we seat 4 people? How do we sleep 4 people? And what is the best use of the different rooms that are existing? And how do we just make the flow happen so that it looks good, it feels good, it functions, it's fabulous, all of the things. And this is what we ended up with, and I am so happy with how it turned out. You see here the IKEA bed that is featured in every small space video that ever existed. It is great because it's sleek, it's a modern look, and it comes out into a very comfortable queen size bed. This pulls out here, and then this also lifts for storage, which is great when you're working with small spaces. I personally think that metallic is a color all of its own, and that gold should be in every room and that it goes with everything. And I like to accent everything with gold. I have these gold frames that go with these amazing vintage looking posters, all from Amazon. I will link. Same thing with these tables. These come apart so that they can be used as a coffee table or two separate side tables. Then also this amazing little dining set, which I love in this space because the bench seat can double as a side table for the couch. So it can be used to give you more space when you just have two people, or it can be used as seating when you have four. So that is how we sleep and dine, not just two, but four people. We also have this amazing entry table, again from Amazon with the gold accents. Smart TV. Now there's a couple of things in the kitchen that I am really excited to show you that we have used in multiple small spaces now that really just give it a pop and make organization seamless. Let's walk it and talk it and hear people. So first, we have a 24-inch stove instead of your regular like 40-inch stove. I don't know what a regular stove is, but it doesn't look any smaller. It still has 4 burners. You still get a full oven. It just makes more sense in a small space. It just makes more sense. Colorful mismatched knobs are where it is at. This is how to make your kitchen pop without being too crazy. Keep those cabinets white so you can change your mind in the future. We also have this really fun feature. I love these hanging paper towel racks that just drills right into the top of the cabinet there, right above the sink. This is a gold bar sink. Not only does it look fabulous, but it is much less wide than a regular kitchen sink, but you don't miss the space. Like, how much space do you need to do dishes? It's deep, so you can do deep pans and pots, which is amazing. And then I love these over the sink dish racks for small spaces, so it doesn't take up any more counter space. We have one of these in our tiny home as well, and I'm obsessed with it. Ooh. There's one more really cool feature about this sink that I can't forget. It comes with this wooden board insert so that you can extend your counter space. Look, now you just have more room for slicing and dicing and cooking up goods. We can't forget the importance of a corner cabinet, both on the bottom and the top. You do not want to lose that corner space when you are working with a limited amount of storage and space. You don't want to lose that storage when you're working with a limited amount of space. There we go. So you can see in here, you get all of this side space with it being a corner cabinet. Like all of this, there's so much more room in here. Amazing. And then also going down to here, you have the Lazy Susan. So you can access everything. This is what we use as our pantry in the tiny home. Like all of our dried goods go here, beans, soups, things like that. It's a game changer. And I want to go back to talking fashion, not just function for a second. I think that spaces should be fun. I think they should be imaginative, they should be creative, they should inspire you. When you grow up and you get to buy your own house, don't paint all the walls beige, okay? Don't just get a leather sofa and call it a day. What colors bring you joy? What patterns bring you joy? What images bring you joy? Think about those things when you're designing a space, because you're not going to be the only one that gets joy from those things. So whether you're designing the space for yourself, for friends, for family, for guests, try to make a space that's fun, because not everyone has that ability to do so. Maybe they're renting a place where they're not allowed to do these things. Maybe they don't have the money. And maybe you don't have the money, and that's okay. Go to the thrift shop, secondhand stuff, Facebook Marketplace. I get almost everything secondhand when I am making spaces, because not only is it less expensive, it's more friendly for the environment, it is sustainable, and it's more fun. You find amazing finds that way. So don't be afraid to get out there and look for things that aren't traditional, aren't the norm, and pay attention to how those things make you feel. Do they bring you joy? Get things that bring you joy. Back to function and feng shui in space. This was just a walk-in closet, which isn't super necessary in just a 1-1. I mean, it is great to have this extra storage space, but it's also fine to be a closet slash pantry. It just made so much more sense to have the fridge in here than to have it out here, where it would mess with the flow of the space. And I mean, what's 10 feet from the kitchen to the pantry to get the things out of the fridge? However, V would disagree, or he originally disagreed. He eventually came around to see it as I saw it, but he was very opposed to not having the fridge directly next to the kitchen. He thought that putting it in the closet was crazy, and that it was just would be way too much of a hassle to walk from there to get your food and back. Of course, we tried the fridge where he wanted it, and it looked not good. I'm being nice. It looked terrible. It ruined the space. So he did agree with me that it is better in the pantry closet, and so that's what we're doing, as I always would. I am the designer, okay? V is the doer. I am the dreamer. Doer, dreamer. We dream together, we do together, but like, dreamer, doer. This is another interesting thing that we did. You'll see that this has an accordion door, which you might be like, that's weird for a bedroom. But actually the way that this space worked out, the door here is really the bedroom door. Okay, so you close that and you open it and here's your bedroom. This we put in really just because the AC is right here. And so this is just kind of like a sound barrier if the AC was to bother you. I mean, I like the white noise, but not everyone does. And there was originally another full door here, but then we weren't able to fit a queen bed. As a rule, I don't believe in creating spaces for adults that don't have at least a queen size bed. A full size bed is for a child. It is not for an adult human. So yeah, I think that that's a major fashion faux pas to furnish your spaces that people are supposed to live in with anything smaller than a queen bed. You have to find a way to make it work. Another thing that we could have done is like push this to the wall and just have one side table, but I just think that this is so much nicer. Like if you're living here with your partner or have a friend over or whatever, it's just so much nicer. This gorgeous Art Deco piece is also something that I've had for forever and just was not willing to part with, and was like, I am going to make a room that works for this. And it's gorgeous and I love it and it fits perfectly. However, it is important to note that because I went with a vanity, I had to forego a full dresser. While the vanity does have some drawers that can be used for underwear, socks, bathing suits, whatever, I also wanted to have some other kind of drawer-ish options. So let's look at the closet. Oh, who's that? She cute. Hey! Okay, closet time. Okay, so as you can see, I have essentially hanging drawers. Not drawers, shelves. I have hanging shelves, and then I also have boxes up top, and then of course the shoe rack. It's important. This closet is nice because it does go deeper on both sides. It's actually a nice size closet, even though the door itself is tiny. And that is kind of how I resolve that issue of no dresser. I just want there to be spaces where you can put things in a box, if not a drawer, or like fold them up and put them on a shelf, in addition to being able to hang things. V and I are not big TV people because we have laptops, and so, you know, when you want to watch something, just use your laptop. However, I think as a space for guests, it's really nice to have the TVs. They're smart TVs, of course. We don't have cable. I don't know anyone who has cable anymore, but then they can at least watch YouTube if they don't have any streaming devices or streaming services that they can log into themselves. But yeah, I think it is nice to have in a guest space. I want people to feel like, yes, this is vacation. It's luxurious, it's relaxation, it is giving. And so even if I don't really care to have a TV in my space or need one in my space, in my living space, I think in a guest space, it's a really nice addition to have. Another must-have in your space, living or guest space, you need these side table lamps that have USB plugs in them. If you do not have these yet, what are you doing? It's the only way to live. I want to point out this absolutely amazing light fan fixture that I found on Amazon for like $100. Again, I will link all these things because I love to share the joy. Look how freaking cute that is. And the fan does work. It works and it blows. And it works for a tiny space like this. If the space was much bigger, I'd probably go with a more traditional fan, but it really works in here. And look at it, just look. A design touch of mine, a little signature of mine, if you will, is I like to always have some kind of statement wall that can be used as a photo wall. Photo booth wall, a photo wall. So when you are visiting my spaces, you have like a little place to take really cute photos. And oh, plants. You have to have plants. I have one here and I have one here and here. In crazy colorful spaces like we like to do, I always like to have one neutral space. It's sometimes a bedroom, it's sometimes a bathroom like this. But when you have a lot of colors and patterns and fun things happening, it's okay to have one neutral space that's very relaxing and just a different vibe. So that is the Pastel Penthouse. I hope that you love it as much as we do. And if you have not already, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel to see all the things that we do. Like, comment, and subscribe.